welcome back to part 2 of the 1980s Road Trader inspired Scout Titan build. So yeah, we're going to get this bad boy finished off in this video, which would be cool. You know, it'd be nice to get it finished. It's always nice to finish something. So before we head off into that, if you like what you're seeing here, I'm going to do the shill. You've got to do the shill. Please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and also check out my Patreon. See if any of that excites you or is of any interest to you. That'd be awesome. Thank you for that. That's enough shilling. Let's go straight onto it, yeah? Come on in. Alrighty, without further ado, let's hop to it. So, I'm not sure if I showed this in the last video, but magnet. So, that can fit on quite nicely. It can rotate now and make transporting quite good. Anyway, put these down for the moment. We need to concern ourselves with this little bad boy. So, as you can see, I've filled in some of the gaps here and there. What I've used is Milliput. I've used Milliput for this. 2 reasons why I've used Milliput. The first reason, it's an 80s build, right? And back in the 80s, we didn't have green stuff. We had Milliput. So, I've used Milliput. But no, seriously, the real reason is Milliput dries rock solid. So it's a lot easier to sand and file, like so. And you'll get a much sharper finish with it. So that's why I've used Milliput. Now, obviously, you've just seen me use a file on that. Now, I'm not going to use a file for the rest of it, because that happens. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It all gets gummed up, and you have to sit there and clean it all out with a wire brush. And it's a right pain in the arse. So, I went down to Poundland, and for a squiddly diddly do, picked up a set of nail files. 40, coarse and fine. So, not bad for £1. And we'll use that on this. So, let's get cracking on with that. And then we've got to, what we've got to do. Oh, this has all been, what's that doing in there? That comes off. That should have been there. Anyway, so this has all been nicely detailed in here. So, we can now finish off the cockpit, which is around here somewhere. I don't know. What do they say? Tiny mind, tiny brain. Not this bloke. So we've got the cockpit to finish off. We're going to put some worky bits in there and a pilot and that kind of thing. We've got the exhaust to do. We've got some leg armour to do. And then paint it, I guess. So, yeah. So I'm going to crack on getting this sounded off. And then we'll see what goes next. Cool. Okay, guys. Catch you in a bit. Okay. Cracking on with a few other details for the Walker. Let's go over a few bits and bobs. Just take it off here. As you can see, I've got the kind of sensor prongs on now. That one's just been stuck on, so I don't want to pull that one around too much. What else? Oh yeah, and I've got one of the exhausts on now. I've actually got the other exhaust to glue on, but before I did that, I wanted to just show you it. Show you a bit of close up, show you and sort of go through sort of some of the bits and bobs that went into making one. So, let's do that now. Obviously, this section here, this sort of salmon pink section, this is a 3D print available on my Thingiverse. And then what else have we got? So we've got plastic rod, hollow, more of the stone down here, and some thinner stuff. This is the inside of a squirt bottle, like the old pump, the hand soap bottles. Copper tubing, plumber's tubing, 15mm, bit of a greeble on the cap there. That's from the old platformer kits. So that's been stuck on there. And then we've got another bit of piping on there, another bit of plastic tubing, just very lightly heated with a lighter, and then just bent into shape. And then I've got to put a couple of bits of sprue on, and then that'll be ready to smash on the back of the Walker. While I'm showing you close-ups and bits and bobs and thought processes, let's talk about the cockpit. So, you may remember, I 3D printed this, and, I still like this. This is lovely. I've started to, sand it all off and add some detailing, and you can take the lid off, and I could put a pilot in there and everything. But I had a bit of an issue. Let's bring this over. Now, although I like this, and it does look good, I don't think it fits the aesthetic of the original, I think it strays away just a bit too much. I mean, it's a personal thing. Yeah, so I just think, blah, 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 blah. I'm not using this. Now, comment below if you think I've made the right decision or not, but I'm not going to use this. I just think it strays away too much. So, what I have done is, luckily, I had one of these spare cockpit bits from the Stormhawk Interceptor, the Space Marine flying thing. So, I've got a bit of added a few details. I need the sound bit off, repair the little antenna bit there. Actually, I might just take that off. I quite like the idea of a little snub antenna there. And I've added a little missile pack there. And then that's just going to fit on like so. Hang on, get in there. So that'll fit on in there. And I just think that gives it, more of a look in line with the original, which I'll put a picture up around here somewhere. I just think it's not that much of a stray from the original. So I'm happy with that. So that's that. So what have I got to do? So cockpit's got to be just finished off, stuck on. Other exhaust has got to be finished off, and then that's got to be stuck on. And I think we're pretty much there, guys. Ready to get a paint job on it. There might be a few other little detaily bits I've got to do. Maybe I'm still thinking whether to put some armour plates on the legs here, on these little bits here. If I don't, I can just keep those on there. That's not an issue with them. And I've also got it's all right. The legs don't stand up on there. Oh, excuse me. I'm very windy. I do apologise. I should really be more professional and edit out me burping, but I'm not going to. So there. And I've still got this to put on the back section. Yeah, I still think the name sits with it. The name still fits. So that will go bent round like so. On there, actually. So what that does. Do I have to do anything to that? Oh no, that could be. I could probably just stick that straight on. Yeah, why not? Just going to stick that straight on. So yeah, that's all I've got to do, and then we can get painting this bad boy. So let's skedaddle over and get that done. Guns. Right. So yes, guns. Let's swivel the round. So we have a gun on this side, like so. If you see that, there we go. Get my stupid great big arms out of the way. There we go. So we've got one on that side, and we're just about to bloop this one down on this side. So let's go through it. So yes, this is the cannon from Stormlord, the Baneblade kit. For some reason, I've got two of them. Well, no, there's a reason I've got two of them. It's because I've got 3 super heavies, and I've never made a Stormlord, so I've at least got two of them, if not another one knocking around somewhere. Anyway, so I may have spoken earlier about using some 3D printed bits to bulk these out and put them on. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But what we have done in the end, we've used a couple of bits of MDF, a bit of Foamex, piece of Lego to match this piece here. This is the sponson off of Storm Raven, which I used to make the Thunderhawk gunship way back when, a couple of months ago. And then that's just a bit that would usually be round the other way and more recessed in and have guns in it, but that's all been clipped off, far nice and smooth to make kind of like an ammo hopper kind of thing there. And I've got a lovely bit of plastic rod here. I have a piece of Lego at the top there that I've just glued in, and the idea is that just slots in. Actually, it'd be easier if I take it off here. There we go. So look, goes in here. So that would just pop in like that. Might have to bring this down a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. There you go. I'll move it here because it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So just prime it up like so. Flip this round and then just loop it through all the way. Go on, it will go. It's a bit tight, but that's not a bad thing. There you go, and then that gives you a couple of guns each side. It looks awesome, I think. So, this bad boy is ready. Pow pow. There we go. That bad boy is ready for a coat of paint. So, so why did I use other bits of kit and bit of MBF and bit of Foamex for the guns? Well, one very, very simple reason. 3D printers suck. Sorry, I'm going to come right out of it. I've had a 3D printer, an Elegoo Mars, so nice resin one, for about 18 months now. About 15 months. Okay? I never bought it to make masses and masses of miniatures. I've got masses and masses of miniatures. I don't need any more. I got it for helping me out with builds like this. The odd little bit that, you know, that's in my mind, but I can't find a suitable piece, or might be not difficult to build, but it might be easier if I've got some 3D skill. I can do 3D create STL files, only sort of basic ones, but I can do it. So sometimes that's easier for me to do. So I thought, well, 3D printer, perfect. They are a massive, massive pain in the arse. I don't care what anyone says. All these videos, oh, get yourself a 3D printer, they're only 150 quid, resin's only £20 a bottle. Fine. They are a massive pain in the arse. And I don't care what anyone says. I'm probably going to have comments in the below telling me I'm doing everything wrong and this and the other. But they are so fickle, it's unreal. You know, I could create something or download something, get it all set up on the printer, boom, press play, boom, 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 prints it. Wonderful. Oh, I'll have another one of those. Boom, exactly the same. No, sorry, I'm going to not stick to the build plate. I'm going to come out pissed. I'm going to stick to the tray. All sorts of crap that happens. And it's just, you just spend hours trying to figure this out. You look at YouTube videos, it says, do this, put these settings, that's it. It shouldn't be that way. If it's already printed, it should just print again. They're like printers from the 1990s. You know, so I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not stupid. I know tech. I know this kind of stuff. I know how it works. They are just too much of a pain in the arse. Would I get another? If I had my time again, would I get one? Well, you know, I mean, for the length I've had it, it's cost me £10 a month, the actual machine. And I probably wouldn't. And I'm probably going to limit my builds to not using it in future. This all may change, you know. I might have a eureka moment and it all might work, you know. Suddenly the temperature might not drop by a degree, which completely throws the whole thing out. Anyway, there we go. Sorry, bit of a rant. I do apologise. Let's check out this thing. Probably not the best bit of video. An all black model on a predominantly white background, but it's all undercoated. He's all done. I do love it. I've said it many times in videos. I do love it once you get an undercoat on a scratch build. It just ties everything together. It makes it look proper mint. So that's good. So yeah, that's all undercoated black, which is wonderful. So with the guns, they're all done as well. Obviously, you can't see a bloody thing because it's black. Next, then, I guess, get some paint on this thing. So the whole thing's going to get a dry brush of silver, you know, going up from like darker silvers up to lighter silver. Probably a wash and knock it back, give it a bit more depth. And then we'll think about a colour scheme for some of the hard plates. I'm thinking red, guys. I'm seriously thinking red, keeping it in with the Deus Mechanicus theme, you know, almost like the my big rail cannon I made. I'll put a link somewhere, or maybe even at the end of the video. So yeah, should we let's get some paint on it. Now, I'm not going to show you me painting it. You've seen me paint things before. I'm not a painting channel. If you want to learn how to paint things, go somewhere else. There's plenty of other guys that do it in a much more professional way than I do. So next shot, well, it might be me talking about that I finished it, and then we'll get some beauty shots. So let's get cracking on and make this thing look a little bit Carlos Fandango, and let's get it sorted.